History moves in spirals. 1876. Scott versus Sanford. A runaway slave, Dred Scott, is kidnapped and returned to his slave master. Supreme Court Justice Roger V. Taney rules that the Constitution does not apply to kidnapped African slaves. By keeping silent about this outrage, President James Buchanan gives his tacit approval. 1919 to 1920, Attorney General Palmer initiates a series of raids that result in the mass deportation of 6,000 alleged communists, anarchists, socialists, and other foreign-born activists. President Wilson is silent, thus giving his tacit approval to this outrage. 2025. A United States citizen, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, along with scores of others who have not had a fair trial in this country, are kidnapped to El Salvador and held hostage and not allowed to return home. President Donald Trump openly approves of this action and plans to have more of the same. 1871, the Paris Commune. French revolutionaries seized control of the Paris Commune and held it until May 28, 1871. 1917, the Bolshevik Russian Revolution. 1949, the Chinese Communist Revolution. 1958 to 1962, the Great Leap Forward in China. 1966 to 1976, the Great Proletarian Cultural Revolution in China. 1846 to 1848, the Mexican-American War. The St. Patrick's Battalion was made up of mostly Irish and other European immigrants who deserted from the United States Army during the Mexican-American War and sided with the Mexicans. Operating as two companies, they were known for their bravery in this war. November 1955, April 30th, 1975. The Vietnam War. The anti-war movement, along with the growing dissent of members of the United States Armed Forces, as well as the heroic actions of the Vietnamese resistance, forced the United States to pull out of Vietnam. One anti-war vet said at a protest in front of the Capitol in the United States, "We don't want to fight anymore, but if we do, it will be to take these steps." 1924, Donald Trump, a blatant fascist, is elected president of the United States. Within the first 100 days of his term in office, thousands of people from all walks of life begin to mobilize, demonstrate, and vocally protest the MAGA Trump fascist agenda. History develops in spirals, baby. Oh, that's